Hello, welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you for escaping with us. That's Alex. I'm Andrew.
And as always, with great power comes great 3 years ability. Woo! Thank you so much for escaping with us for a whopping 3 fucking years.
And thank you for allowing us to escape through y'all. Y'all mean so much to me and us and everything. And Zach is outside the door, hopping up and down. I'm sure he's ecstatic about 3 years as well.
Yes.
No, it means so much to us. We had a lot of hopes and dreams for the podcast when we first started. We didn't know if they would ever become a real thing or how quickly it would become a real thing. And we're happy with where we are. As you know, we still have goals for the future, and we want to keep growing and doing all this stuff. But we're thankful for every single one of you so incredibly much, and we're happy to be a part of your weekly routine. So thank you for 3 years. We love you very much.
Thank you so much. And you know, it goes without saying, you've completely changed my life. You've completely changed my life. I love you so much, buddy.
Ditto. You want to clink on that?
I do.
Nice.
So
what are we doing for 3 years?
Well, very exciting.
Very exciting.
For our 3-year anniversary, the genius across from me came up with the idea to have 3 guests.
Whoa!
I thought that was awesome.
3 guests.
So we've got 3 really fun guests for y'all. We'll leave those to be surprises, or do you want to just announce them?
I don't know. Do we introduce them well enough? I guess we do as we go. I'm fine with either one.
We'll introduce them right here. Danny Motta is here for the show today. Danny Motta, obviously a part of the iconic Who Cares You Do, our most viewed guest of all time for sure. So we brought him back. We are joined by Ethan Evans, the 4th down quarterback punter for the Rams. Obviously, that's very special for me. And he is very knowledgeable. It was awesome talking to him.
He's seen and read a lot of stuff.
Yes, so enjoy that. And then we end the episode off with a little surprise. Maybe a guest that's been...
You don't want to say that one?
No.
Okay, well, all 3 of these...
asked for a lot, requested a lot.
Yes, he's been requested quite a lot, and we're excited to have him. I'll just say a content creator that we know that has been requested a lot.
Yes.
And all 3 of these guests will also be on the Patreon this Friday.
Yes, that's correct.
So we're doing for our 3-year anniversary. We're also doing an episode on Patreon with all 3 of them. So
correct.
We'll do like 30-ish minutes with each of them. So this will probably be a little bit longer of an episode. Thank you guys so much. We love you all.
We do.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun.
But real quick, this podcast started with trivia. You're the trivia guy. You're the Spider-Man hoodie guy, but you're also the trivia guy. You're the Marvel trivia guy.
Yep.
So I wanted to give you some trivia.
Okay.
I've got 20 questions for you here.
Okay.
But it's very simple. They all have the same theme. Very, very quick. I had 50 of these. I whittled them down. Okay? You are notoriously not very good with years.
Yikes.
So here are 20 of the most important projects ever to the podcast.
I'm going to get them all wrong.
And the years they came out. And if you get 15 of 20, you will get a very nice prize.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
When did Daredevil Born Again release?
2025.
That's correct.
Woo, 1 for 1. I can get last year, I think.
When did The Flash release?
2024.
Wrong. This is a horrible start. That is so bad.
I'm telling you.
Come on. These are the easy ones. All right, you've got one wrong. When did Alien Romulus release?
That was 2024.
Correct. Thank you. Whew. When did Avengers Infinity War release?
Yeah, because Endgame was 19, right? So it was a year before, so 2018. The O, yes.
You still got one wrong. When did the first season of Stranger Things release?
2016.
Correct. Great work. When did The Amazing Spider-Man 2 release?
2014.
Correct. You're moving through this. You're moving through this. You're on your 7th one, only one wrong. I'm proud of you.
Okay, thank you.
When did your favorite movie of all time, The Avengers, come out?
2012.
Followed by The Greatest Showman. When did The Greatest Showman come out?
2013? I don't know.
No.
Way
2017.
Later. Yeah, I thought it was way later.
You got 2 wrong. When did Man of Steel release?
There's literally not, I could get this wrong by 10 years.
Really?
Yes. 2011.
You were only off by 2 years, 2013. When did the first Star Wars film come out, A New Hope?
1977.
Correct. Nice work. That was one of the harder ones on here.
It is a trivia question in my video tomorrow.
Okay, good. Good. When did Avatar: The Last Airbender's first season release?
2006.
5.
Frick! Are you sure?
Yes. I mean,
Could've
that's what I
sworn
Googled.
I knew that
February of 2005 is what I
Frick.
Googled. Got 4 wrong.
I should have known that. The 20th anniversary was last year. I'm an idiot. Can I have that one back?
Yes, because I need you. Yes, you can have it back because you're only a year off, and I need you to win this thing.
Okay, all right. I will, yeah.
Oh, but this one is so hard.
Man of Steel? You think I memorized the year for Man of Steel? No way.
These next two are so hard. Like the next
Anything
two.
before I lived in Florida is like a blur. Like, I don't.
The next two are so hard. Like, I don't think you're getting either of these. Frankly, I don't think I'd get either of these, but I'd get a lot of the ones that you've missed so far. Cars 2.
It was right after Toy Story 3.
Yes. So if you know the year that Toy Story 3 came out,
I don't.
it's the year after.
Definitely don't. But they had like 10-ish movies that were their good run, the golden age, you know?
Uh-huh.
And it started in 1995.
95.
Yeah.
Come on.
2008.
Oh, no. 2011. You've got one life left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, some of these are hard.
Why would you make trivia that I have to win the thing that I'm worst at?
Because it's fun.
Well, then I'm just gonna lose.
It's fun. It's fun. All right, lock in here. Lock in.
Okay.
You're gonna lock in on this one.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
All right. Next one is Up. Okay. Up is in that golden age. If you know that the golden age ends in 2011, I told you the year before was Toy Story 3. So it's right there.
2009.
Yes, there you go. All right. Here we go. Lock in. Recent one. Here we go.
Okay.
Wicked. Your favorite movie of this year, the year that it came out.
Yeah, that's 2024.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go on a run here. There's a bit. You know, I did Avengers followed by The Greatest Showman. I did Up and Cars 2 together. There is a joke here with these. Hopefully you can find it really, really quickly, really, really easily. Got 2 MCU movies back to back. We've got Spider-Man Homecoming. Do you know what year that came out?
No.
Do you know what year Captain America Civil War came out?
No.
Really? What year did Infinity War come out?
18.
Yeah, we already did that, right? And Civil War was how many years before Infinity War?
No idea. I would guess 2015 or 2016, but I don't know.
You'd be wrong. So just do one.
2017. That was my guess originally. Yeah.
There you go. So Spider-Man Homecoming's 2017. How about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Yes.
2017.
There you go. How about Star Wars The Last Jedi? Oh, I've noticed that you don't like any of these projects.
2017.
2017. Oh, it's almost like Thor Ragnarok. How about that one?
I'm going to go 2017.
Oh, it's almost like that's the worst year of your life.
So bad.
You hate all 4 of those movies. But there is some positive because The Greatest Showman came out in 2017 and you love that movie.
Yeah.
And then another positive movie, I wonder if that came out that same year. I can't remember, is the Lego Batman movie. Do you know if that came out that same year, 2017?
Yes, it did.
Oh my gosh, he's brilliant. And all of a sudden, you have one life left and you have one final question. But this is unfortunately the hardest one on here by far. So I'm wondering if I change it out.
What is it?
Scooby-Doo live action.
I feel like... I mean, it's early.
Uh-huh. It is early. It's kind of an era, you know?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like early 2000s. I'll give you that hint.
I'm not kidding. I would have gotten it.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to say 2002, and that's right.
That'd be correct. And with one life left with the clutch and some major help from the host, you have won the trivia challenge. And here is your prize. I think your
Oh.
background.
Whoa!
Your background behind your streaming setup is a little barren.
That's freaking sick, dude. Where'd you get that?
The first question, Hasbro, who came out with the amazing Green
Yeah,
Goblin
yeah.
helmet, came out with this, and I pre-ordered it as soon as it came out. I've had this in my room for months, Andrew. Months. Happy 3 years.
Happy 3 years.
One of your
Thank you
favorite
so
things
much.
since the podcast has come out. We got Daredevil Born Again, the suit and the mask and the batons.
Wow, that's freaking sick.
And you can put it on your display right behind you.
Yeah, I'll definitely put it somewhere. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I think I'm going to look sick in that because I'm also going to put it on my face.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. And enjoy the rest of the episode.
We love you.
Happy 3 years to you. Thank you so much. We love you.
In front of both of us is a package from Cassidy. We have mentioned her throughout the years. She gave us the Escape Pod podcast neon sign behind us. She gave us the Letterman jackets that we both wore and gave away.
Yes.
She has been an unbelievable support of the podcast. She is one of our favorite people ever. And she very specifically said that she needed us to open this package
on our 3 year anniversary episode.
So that's what we're doing. Whoa! It's like a black thing.
Cool.
Can I read? Or do you want
Yeah, you read. You're a better reader than me, I think.
Congratulations to Andrew and Alex, a.k.a. Wafello and Hat Guy. Over 100,000 of us have found our way to your channel. Some of us arrived looking for a distraction. Frick you, Cassidy. Okay. Some of us were searching for comfort, laughter, insight, or community. All of us stayed because the Escape Pod podcast became more than just something we watched. It became something we shared. Reaching 100,000 subscribers isn't just a milestone, it's proof. Proof that the conversations you chose to have mattered. Proof that being yourselves was always enough. Proof that when someone asks who cares, there's a very real answer. We do. We care about the conversations that run long, the moments that go off the rails, and the laughs that catch both of you and us off guard. We care because you made something honest, something human, something worth coming back to week after week. You gave each and every one of us an escape from this ever-changing world. You made us feel like we were part of the room, even when the audio wasn't quite cooperating. This milestone belongs to you, but it's empowered by every subscriber who found a sense of connection through your work. We didn't just watch the channel grow, we grew with it. Thank you for your takes, both good and bad. Thank you for being unapologetically yourselves. Thank you for building something bigger than any of us could have imagined. And thank you for never losing sight of what made us click subscribe in the first place. Here's to the next episode, the next milestone, and the next major crash out. With great power comes great appreciation, pride, and 100,000 shared inside jokes ability. Sincerely, the Escape Pod podcast community.
Can I take a look at that?
Yep. It's too early in the morning.
So kind. We'll have to hang this up.
She keeps knocking it out of the park.
I can't say I'm surprised at this point.
I mean?
Yes.
Each time she sends us something, we're like, oh, frick, dude.
I'll open this.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, obviously. I don't know who all went into that, if it was just Cassidy or other people helped her with that, but either way, thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. Is it a little plaque?
Presented to the Escape Pod podcast for providing 100,000 subscribers an escape. Wow.
Well, thank you guys very much. Thank you, Cassidy. I like this one. I'm going to like this one more than the YouTube plaque.
YouTube one.
This one I'm going to like definitely more than the YouTube plaque.
Let me take a look at it. And what do we got here?
That's the stand it's going to go on.
Oh, and it's going to light it up.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Very cool. Thank you, Cassidy. And I know we already said this in the other intro and everything, but thank you guys so much for 100,000. Thank you for all the kind words. What more can we say? Danny Motta is back. He is
Woo! Sorry, go on.
No, he's the best, as we know.
Thank you so much
Wow,
for
that
coming
sounded
back,
authentic.
Danny.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
What are we doing with Danny today?
So I gave him some homework.
Yes.
He just told us that he followed said homework. He watched Spider-Man No Way Home last night. So let's just hop right into it. If it's fresh for you, it's always fresh for us.
Yeah, I unfortunately It is pretty much the same that I remember. However, last time...
I hate that sentence started with unfortunately.
It's just, I can't do the humor of that movie. It's the worst example and the least funny Spider-Man, I think. But it's the worst example of the Marvel humor.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
It's Thor: Love and Thunder exists. Thor, like, no.
I think
Quantumania is pretty bad.
I think Thor: Love and Thunder's on par. This New York is such a weird, like, we're all gonna stop and do bits New York. Like, and in the movie's defense, I accidentally watched the extended version, which I don't know if
version
you've
is
seen.
way worse. Yeah. That version is way worse.
It's like Spider-Man, like, webs up a thug, and all of New York comes to a screeching halt, being like, well, hold on, you can't do that, you're 11 years old. And he's like, I'm not 11. Yeah, he's 14. And everyone's got an opinion on it.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's also accurate that everybody has an opinion.
Well, that's fair.
The Doctor Strange Scooby-Doo line is
That's
a good,
awful.
That's
awful.
There are moments where I'll give it to you, but like, Cool Youth Pastor is hilarious.
Cool, yes, that's good. I mean, Andrew Garfield crushes it.
Yep.
That's the thing. I was only negative last time, and recently my algorithm is on Danny Motta isn't funny TikTok. so I was up till 2 a.m. doom scrolling my own hate.
Yeah. That's always fun. We've never done that.
That has changed my approach with today's video.
Okay.
Because there are positives. Andrew Garfield's great when he just jumps 2 inches and sticks to the ceiling.
It's so good.
Crawl around. I'm not gonna crawl.
I don't, this is more than enough.
I have the tingle. I have the tingle, just not for bread. That's hilarious.
Hilarious.
That's all great. The Green Goblin fight in the hotel.
Yes, it's so good.
Too weak to take it. Boom.
That's
So good.
one of the most thrilling MCU fights,
Yes.
period.
Yes.
And I love that he's doing, like, Greco-Roman wrestling, because it's like, at first I'm like, this is weird, but I buy that Norman Osborn was, like, a Greek college wrestler, you know? And he's just, like, pulling from his youth. It's awesome.
Yeah.
When he's just getting pounded in the head, he's just laughing.
And Tom's never dealt with anything like that. All of his
This
villains
movie's
are
so good.
Yeah.
They're Tony Stark based, and they're very logical people. They're regular people. And Goblin is just something else. It's awesome.
There's a ton of funny stuff in the basement of the Sanctum Sanctorum when they freaking bring the tree in.
I quite like the villain scene where the villains are talking for the first time, and the lizard is talking to Jamie Foxx, and he's like, "Did you get a makeover? I could make you a real makeover."
You mean
and
turn
he's
us
like,
all
"You
the-
mean turn me to a lizard?" He goes, "Exactly." I think that's hilarious.
I love that. I do love the lizard's energy in being like, yes, you get it.
He's like, finally. Yeah.
I think that scene is like, what draws that scene from me is the fact that they take Jamie Foxx's TASM 2 character and just make him his Baby Driver character.
Yeah, he's just Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, he's not the same guy.
No,
but
not at all.
I really like the moment where they're all like, you died. And they're like, what are you talking about? It's like, no, you died too, actually.
Yeah.
And that's really, I like knowing that time went on for like Doc Ock post Norman Osborn. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that was really cool.
It's interesting.
It's just, everyone is like the worst version of, the main cast is my only issue. Like Peter, we've talked about where he's like, basically everyone who didn't know me should still know me. That's annoying. And when they're like backseat driving on his little chest, I'm like,
yes, that is
Go
annoying.
left, go left, go left.
When
Like,
they
that's
get
annoying.
shut up is where that scene becomes tolerable. I will give you that.
It's just too like, I don't know, you hate Homecoming.
I do not like Homecoming as much as the other ones. Yes.
And that's fair, but I felt like that one was less of like a weird Nickelodeon movie in terms of like the humor. It felt more grounded. I love when the Vulture
Homecoming
pulls
is
a gat on him.
Yep.
Homecoming is funny.
But yeah, I mean, otherwise there were moments that I was able to like latch on to, like that Green Goblin fight's sick, and I love that they don't utilize Tobey Maguire's ability to play horror in the way I wish, because Tobey's Spider-Man is always just screaming in terror.
He gets beat up a
which
lot.
I love, but they give some of that to Tom, where like at the end of the Goblin fight, he looks like Tobey Maguire at the end of his Goblin fight, you know?
Yes.
And I like that.
Yes.
That scene is also amazing, where Aunt May dies. Yeah.
Where she gets bopped by
Yes.
the glider.
And then you're like, oh, she's fine. No,
Yeah.
she's not.
No.
I mean, my favorite scene is the one on top of the rooftop of the school where they're all talking to him for the first time, and he's done.
Yeah.
And then they tell him that, like, yeah, we know, we've been there.
Yeah,
It's just so good.
that's really good. Yeah, where they're all like, "Hey, here's some advice only a Spider-Man can
Exactly.
give a Spider-Man."
Yeah.
That's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
And it's great to start with that. You know, I think that going into No Way Home, we all pretty harshly assumed that they would be in the movie.
Yeah.
But then when you see them, you introduce them to the movie in one of the funniest scenes, in my opinion, in the MCU, which is the scene with them coming through the portals. It's got the sticking on the ceiling. It's
And his grandma finding Toby attractive.
yes,
Oh, it's so funny.
all of those things are great and hilarious. But then to introduce them to Peter, and you always think it's going to be the funny scene that you have when they're at the school doing the science stuff, or when they're at the Statue of Liberty before the villains show up, and they're, it doesn't come out of your butt, all that. You expected that with the intro, but to have the most serious scene that the Spider-Men are a part of be their introduction to Tom, I thought was brilliant.
Yeah.
And definitely a sharp contrast to what I expected.
Yeah. I wish, or how do you guys feel where, like, I love the idea that, like, the main theme, or one of the main themes that come from Aunt May is, like, you need to help these people.
Yeah.
Because not just because you caused this, but because they need help.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter that it's tied to you. I wish their mental illness wasn't curable. Like, I wish it became about Peter talking to the other Spider-Man and being like, hey, we thought that, like, maybe beating the piss out of these guys isn't the way to help their psychosis. And I get that all of their, like, insanity was, like, man-made, like, by serums or giant tentacles. But it's such a cool opportunity that, like, few superhero movies or anything do, where the hero can be like, for once, I'm gonna try and, like, I'm gonna research, like, this mental illness and get him the help he needs. Yeah. And I think that would have been, like, a cool twist on, you know, the usual, oh, we just gotta do this, and then they'll go back to their home and be cured.
Interesting.
I think that's going to happen in a superhero movie at some point. It's not going to be Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah,
it's not going to be the one where you bring back Toby and Andrew. They're going to beat the piss out of people.
Right. Well,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
But the whole time they're trying not to beat them up. They're trying to cure them, not in that way, but they're still trying to help.
Yeah, I'm not saying there shouldn't be fights.
Right.
I just like the idea of, like, that being the resolution. The Killing Joke wades a bit into it, where, I don't know if you've read The Killing Joke, but I love the idea that Batman goes into Arkham Asylum to visit the Joker as, like, a mutual form of therapy. And then, because it starts with that, it is interesting when Batman snaps and fucking kills him at the end.
You interpret that as him killing him.
Yeah, yes, I do. I think Alan Moore has said it, but I don't think that means anything. Like,
Yeah, of course
I
not.
think an author can be like, actually, it's this, and you could still be like, you don't get to say anymore.
Correct.
Like,
That's how I feel about George Lucas a lot.
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It wasn't McClunky. Yeah.
Exactly. But, like, that's interesting that you interpret Killing Joke as him killing him. I've never interpreted it as him killing him.
I'm able to, because I see it as, like, an open and close Batman story.
Yeah, sure.
If you're like, oh, and then Batman goes and, like, fights the Riddler, it doesn't work. But as, like, this is the end of the Killing Jokes universe Batman, then I like that he kills him.
Okay. That's interesting. Again, I've never interpreted it that way either. Yeah, interesting.
Do you not like that interpretation?
No.
Gotcha, right.
I think it's cool. Like, I do think that moment is, he's going a bit nuts. But I like that more than him killing him, just because all the stuff with Barbara, and you have the stuff with... Yeah, I think it's cooler if he's overcome the urge to kill him, but has succumbed to the craziness a bit.
Right.
That's how I've always interpreted it.
That makes sense. I like that. So at the end, they both finish laughing, and then Batman's like, all right, let's get you back to Arkham.
Yeah,
Just,
I guess
slaps
that's a
him on
good
the
point, but
back.
I never thought about that either. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he just like strangles him until he's unconscious, you know?
Yeah,
but-
yeah. That's interesting. You ever read Killing Joke? It's good.
Batman,
I need to do Absolute Batman. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
right now.
Have you been reading Absolute Batman?
I wish you told me. I have every trade paperback of every Absolute comic
Really?
rotting on my shelf because I like keeping up with them, but
Yeah.
having like single issue comics is like the worst form of physical media.
Why?
Because they don't look good on a shelf.
Yep.
And it's
They're
just,
hard to like prop up
Yeah,
and make
you
look
can't
good.
prop
Yeah.
them, and they like a gust of wind will blow by and they'll get frayed.
Yeah,
you know,
there's-
So I'll bring you some Absolutes if you want them because I'll never reread it.
I'm down.
But
I'm down.
Yeah.
Absolutes hardcore, like
Yeah,
that Batman.
I really want to read those.
Yeah. I just want to ask real quick while we're on Spider-Man in general, because I also prepared questions.
Sure.
Oh, please.
In case we didn't have anything.
This is gonna be a very free-form episode.
Yes, absolutely.
Generally,
Yep.
so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've talked about or if I've asked either what. No, I'll ask. Out of all the Spider-Verse Spider-Men who have been introduced, or Spider-Women, if you had to get a spin-off, which would you prefer it for?
We are getting a spin-off for Spider-Punk.
Oh, I know about Noir.
Noir was probably
Noir
mine.
is happening.
But that's live
that's
action, which is
Yes.
so interesting.
Right, true.
We are getting a Spider-Punk spin-off, and that's probably the answer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'd say
I don't know-
Peter Parker.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because his world is the coolest to
His
me.
world
It's
is the
cool.
coolest.
Yeah.
It's cool. Ever since, what was that game? There was like a Wii Spider-Man game. I'm sure it was some on some other ones that you could play as Noir 2099.
Shattered Dimensions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ever since that game, I was like, I want more Noir. So that would probably be my answer. I don't know if Punk, at least from the Across the Spider-Verse version, can like be the main character. You know,
Carry
like
his own thing.
He's better as the side anarchist. You know what I mean? So I'm not
that's that
sure.
take.
I think Spider-Punk only works if it's a show no one will like. Like, I think it needs to be the Andor of Marvel.
Yeah.
Where it's like... this-
So different.
Yeah, so different, and this, like, actual, like, deconstruction of, like, fascism on, like, more than just a surface level, where, like, someone with a real passion for these politics comes in and is like, yeah, I can throw a Spider-Man coat of paint on it. And I think it needs to be, like, this mature, gritty, and maybe not very Spider-Man thing to be the coolest, in my opinion.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, those guys are good. I don't think I'd ever want something of Spider-Ham or that universe.
Right,
I'm not that interested in the anime world with Penny Parker.
That'd be cool, actually.
Does Spider-Gwen have her own villains?
Yes.
Are they cool?
I think the best one is Lizard Peter Parker.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And he's killed in her origin.
Right.
Like, he's the best one. I think that's a really interesting twist on that,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, no. She's got a vulture. He's okay.
Remember, this guy doesn't like Across the Spider-Verse, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's something we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, but-
Across the Spider-Verse.
yeah. Then the first one. That's one of the worst things you've ever said. You know what?
Yeah, I think so.
So your episode or your original episode is our most viewed episode of all time, and obviously it's got the crash out and this and that. But a lot of the comments on YouTube say that I checked out of the episode. That you physically see me check out of the episode when you said that.
I wrote those comments.
So what do you have to say for yourself, you son of a bitch? Do you still feel that way? That was a little bit something I really wanted to talk about.
And you remember one of his specific reasons was the conversation with his mom.
Yeah, not
Which is
being
like-
as good as
it's-
the conversation
it's
with
like,
the dad. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Shut up. I knew that didn't come from a place of passion. That came just to
No,
stoke
I
him.
agree. You said that once like 2 years ago and it stuck with me. I dream about it.
Yeah, Andrew can't remember shit that we've done on this podcast. Frankly, neither can I. The other day I saw a clip floating around. I was like, I said that?
Bro, that happens every day.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
we said that.
Yeah.
dude, people will come up to me at conventions and quote me to my face.
And
And I'll be like, that's funny. Where'd you get that? And they're like, you. And I'm like, you can't tell people I said that was funny. I weirdly have a similar, it's not even a complaint with Spider-Verse, a Spider-Verse. It's not even a complaint. It's more just like what I see as missed opportunity that I have with No Way Home, where I wish his mom and the fact that she's a nurse was more tied in to his profession as Spider-Man, where I wish he went and visited his mom and was seeing, like, all of these dudes with, like, broken bones and stuff, and seeing nurses, like, relate to them, or, like, try and, like, see them as people and, like, connect with them on a human level. And Miles was like, again, I don't need every Spider-Man movie to end with Spider-Man hanging up his cowl and being like, I'm not gonna punch people anymore. But with her being a nurse, I think that's, and his dad being a cop, that is an interesting dichotomy, where it's like, his dad and him put people away and then just kind of forget about them, and his mom is left to deal with the aftermath. And there is a more emotional angle to hit with that. And I think that would be more interesting as you check out in real time in front of me.
It's so hard for me to talk to you about these negatives that you are like, just making up. You're just fabricating these issues.
Grabbing them out of air.
Sorry,
they couldn't fit that in. They were too busy making one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, like exactly. Like,
I think that'd be a better alternative to her character. Because his dad...
We don't have parents in Spider-Man.
So
to give him parents and to have them be the best fucking parents we have in superhero media, where you have this... I think it's way more interesting to have Spider-Man always letting people down, as Spider-Man always does. He's always late. He's never showing up to the movies with his friends because he's always got to deal with a lizard or an armadillo or whoever. But instead, it's like genuinely affecting his relationship with his parents, a relationship that 99% of Spider-Men do not have. And to have those parents just genuinely just care about him. They're not nonchalant. They're not devoted to their work. They care about their fucking kid. And they think he's a fuck up because they don't know he's Spider-Man. They think he's doing drugs. They don't know what he's doing. And you have that culminate with this heart-to-heart, which you're not Latin at all?
I'm not Latin.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. You gotta ask always, because I'm 50% Cuban. Obviously, do not look it. So that moment with his mom, and she's like, si Dios te bendiga, I'm just like, that's my grandmother. Like, that's...
Right.
I know that. I know a million of those people. And it's her relationship with him. I know that you had complaints about that conversation 2 years ago, and I know I yelled at you 2 years ago. But I'm just trying to take this personal angle where it's like, that meant so much to so many people. And like, yeah, I just don't appreciate you shitting on it. This fantasy world where you want him to go to a hospital.
I don't know.
I'm not even shitting on it. I may be racist because of those points, but
he's like, you can call me racist, but don't say I'm insulting this movie.
The reason I bring up this fantasy scenario is because, again, I don't think Across the Spider-Verse is a bad movie. I'm just explaining why I like Into better, and it's because the dad ties into the greater plot, which makes it more impactful. For me, I love that his brother's the Prowler, and I love that after his brother dies, we see, like, two very different types of grief that are also, like, in a Venn diagram. Like, that scene where Miles is, like, gagged and his dad's on the other side of the door is, like, incredible. Like, that makes me tear up every time.
It's got please be good, because I would love nothing more for the rest of my life to be like, this is so clearly the best trilogy of all time.
Yeah.
It would be so awesome.
You think Miles is gonna, like, discover a secret brother so then he can we have a trilogy of sad familial moments?
Because what? Because
his dad in the first one, his mom in the second one.
Yeah,
and then,
so now he's got to have one with a sibling or something?
Exactly.
They're gonna have it with Gwen.
What if they kill Gwen, dude?
I think they might.
I don't know if I brought this up before.
Also, do you think he's going to win by punching the spot? I don't. They're going to cure his mental health.
I don't think they should. Well, no. Yeah, I do think that. They should. You're
Yeah.
right. He can't punch the Spot. The Spot is unpunchable.
Exactly.
I hope they don't build a big machine and it atomizes.
Unspots him.
Yeah, it unspots
Sure.
him. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Why not? You hope they don't do that?
I think they want to talk him off the ledge, and then maybe he kills himself in honor.
That'd be sick. That'd be crazy.
That's something they do all the time.
So it's
in
just the
these
Toby
movies.
movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't thought too much about that, but I'm glad you've transitioned into this because
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. We play a game on my podcast called Best Case, Worst Case.
Yeah.
Where we envision.
Very derivative of our show, by the way.
Is it?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. But because it's interesting because I forget if I talked about this. Something I'd love and wish happened in the second movie is I wish Spider-Man 2099 was like, you ruined Peter Parker's canon event. His, father figure, his girlfriend's dad, was supposed to die.
Yeah.
Now I have to go and kill him. And I
Yeah,
wish
you
he
said
did
this.
that.
You said this.
I thought that'd be
That's kinda
so
cool.
I thought that'd be so cool. And then for like Peter Parker to be in this gray area in the third movie, and you're like, is he gonna like freak out, or like is he gonna be sad, or
Yeah.
like how is he gonna respond? And he's this maybe wild card where like Spider-Man 2099's like, hey, like you see why I had to do that, right? And Miles is like, you see why he's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I think that would have been cool. But yeah, what is your
I
best?
don't think you can go that far with 2099. I think they went as far as they could.
Oh, like he has to stay like he can't go
Somewhat
full villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't.
Well, here's the thing. They still need to explain if he's right or not. Because Gwen in that movie is like, have we ever checked this? Like, she's like, is he right?
Do you want an answer, or is it cooler?
Yes,
if it's
because
ambiguous?
if he's technically right, he's technically right. you know what I mean? Like, but like if he somehow makes a mistake and like these things don't have to happen to keep all universes ever from disappearing. Yeah, you need to explain that, because why would they let Gwen question that? I think if they're not gonna like tackle it, I don't know. I don't know.
No, that's fair.
What were you gonna say?
So best case, worst case?
What's your best case scenario for Beyond the Spider-Verse? And kind of a more fun question, what is the worst case scenario that would tank the trilogy for you?
So you're talking about a story decision.
Yeah.
Or just anything.
I mean, I have like options. So on our podcast, we have someone give us like A, B, and C, but I
Okay.
think I can give you those
Yeah,
and then have
give
you.
me.
So Beyond the Spider-Verse, Miles finds a way to time travel. He goes back in time and stops his spider from biting him, preventing him from becoming the first anomaly, and that's how he saves the day.
Whoa.
No, don't want
like
that.
it, but that's interesting.
That's
These are all worst case scenarios.
Yeah, great.
Heads up.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Miles dies within the first act of the movie, and Prowler Miles is the new twist protagonist.
That is so
I would
bad.
kill
I
myself.
would hate that so much. That is way worse than the time travel one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
The last one is kind of a bit of a cop-out where it's just the animation takes a huge tank,
Yeah.
and instead of exploring multiple animation styles, it's one consistent mid-animation style.
That would suck. But that's probably the one I care the least about.
Yeah.
Because we've
Yeah,
got.
if the story's still a 10 out of 10, the animation just isn't as good, then I guess I would go with that. But one of the greatest things about the movie is how interesting it is to look at. That's tough.
Absolutely agree.
You made me so uncomfortable for the last 30 seconds with
I-
all of that.
I-
I'm shifting my seat.
Now
Just-
you're like afraid.
yeah.
of
I don't want that karma in the air. Like,
I'm really not as bothered by the time travel one.
I would hate it.
I'm really not as bothered because I could see you doing a story where it's like he's not supposed to be Spider-Man, and he's like, yeah, I don't like that though, because it's so Spider-Man that he's not supposed to be Spider-Man, and yet he's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But then it also means that he could
True.
potentially make the hardest decision and no longer be Spider-Man, and give that to
That's
Prowler
very Spider-Man-y,
Miles.
for sure, making that kind of decision.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Prowler Miles, so that's so interesting. I don't know. I'm interested to see how we do the Prowler Miles team up, because that's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
Says who?
Let's go. That's what we record this for.
Fight.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how
You
that
don't think he
team
could be a
up
villain?
happens. I would bet. I'd bet several $100s that he will be good.
Should we make that bet?
I don't know.
Should we cement this?
I think it might be like a kind of in the middle thing.
Do you want him to team up, or do you just think it's inevitable? Both.
I think it's inevitable. I haven't thought about a world where they don't team up.
I don't really care on the list of things that I care about for Beyond. That's so low for some reason.
It's gonna be a huge part of the story.
I know,
imagine.
but like I care more about Spot. I care more about 2099. I care more about Gwen. I care more about his parents. I care more about him. Like he's at the bottom of the list. I know they introduced him and it was really interesting, and like I want to see what happens with that. But
my favorite scene in the movie, I think.
It's awesome. The tone is whack. Like, it's so scary.
It's so awesome. And the score behind it, I mean, Daniel Pemberton, god damn.
Yeah, the score is
it's Duffy. And then I love that it's a different voice actor. I love that.
Oh, I didn't even know.
It's a different.
That's interesting.
It's amazing because the voice actor
They're similar.
Sounds so much like Shamik Moore, but it's a different voice actor who's got a much thicker accent.
Yeah,
accent.
Because he was raised by his
Because he was raised only by his mother. I'm Miles Morales. The way he rolls his R on Morales is so fucking hard.
Do you think they did a different voice actor because they're like, hey, in case Shamik Moore gets kind of weird, we got this other Miles?
No.
I don't think he started being too weird until after Across.
Yes, after Across.
I would love if he is just a sympathetic villain the whole movie and they don't like team up, because I would like that too, but it's not going to happen. I agree. They've Spider-Man are always doing like, oh, this guy's too far gone, but it's a shame. Yeah. And so it wouldn't be new, but it would be new to make that a Spider-Man. Like, I like that angle with Miles, because that's also scary as hell for Miles to see, where he's like, oh my god, this version of me was so bad, we had to kill him. Yeah. Like, that's me. I have that in me. But yeah.
Is anyone dying in Beyond the Spider-Verse?
Does his dad die?
Does his mom die? Does Gwen die? Does he have to kill someone? Do they kill Spot? Does he have to kill his own version of himself?
I think if he
I don't think Miles kills anyone.
I think if he was gonna be in the second movie, so the third one can fully be about getting over that.
Yeah, I don't think he's killing. I don't think Miles kills anyone.
Does 2099 kill anyone?
100% might kill his dad.
I'd love if 2099 killed someone just with his crazy gorilla energy.
Yeah, the fangs come out, dude.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, he's a vampire.
That is. I mean, I can't think of a better character design.
Oh yeah.
Than that 2099.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's so vicious.
It's so cool.
It's so good.
The voice is good.
The voice is great.
Have you ever looked at past Spider-Man 2099 designs? Because now they're ruined. Because they look stupid and scrawny.
He's so skinny.
His shoulders are so much bigger and across.
But it's not just an aesthetic thing. It's because he can't stick. So his back muscles are enormous because he's literally clawing his way up things.
That's so cool.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
It's so cool. He's getting a new suit too, because his suit's all fucked up from the last movie. He'll do the white one, the white and red one. It's gonna be so cool.
I hope Miles gets another new suit, because his Across is different from his Into, and I like his Into more.
Bleeding from the elbows.
He's bleeding from the elbows, and there's no webbing.
Sorry.
There's no webbing, which I don't love.
Yep.
But do you guys want any other worst case scenarios? Because I know we're at a clip.
Yeah.
Of other movies, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Let's save this for the Patreon.
Okay.
Because I still have quite a bit. You did your homework for Spider-Man No Way Home, and we haven't talked about some of the main things I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to derail.
No, you're good. I mean, this is what this
Spider-Man
podcast
episode.
Yeah, let's go. I love Spider-Man.
This is what. Well, we got to.
No one believes me, but I do.
We're gonna talk Star Wars for sure. Also, are you satisfied? By the way, you made a video attacking us for not always talking anime when you're on. We're just talking shit we know now.
This is so much better. I texted you and I was like, hey, did you guys hate that video,
we
by the way?
We loved it.
But it's funny because, and it's not, it so wasn't meant as, shade.
No,
it's just because I love...
Yeah, it was. I took it as shade.
It's just, I'm so sick of this stupid podcast, you know?
Yeah, of course.
But no, it's...
So are we.
I just love... I always feel bad when one of you asks, what'd you think of Chainsaw Man? And then I'm like, all right, what's, the quickest and most universally, engageable way that I can, crush through this?
There's always, every once in a while, I have Pokemon? No.
Yeah.
there was a Yu-Gi-Oh. No,
The Rams.
the Rams. Like we had the punter on, right? So we talked to him. Half the episode, he's watched anime, so I got to talk to him about some anime, but then they also talked about football. So it does balance out sometimes. But yeah, we try not to spend too long on any one segment that the other person just can't be in at all.
You gotta start taking Alex's approach where if he's talking about something you don't know about, you just hate it with every atom in your being.
Yeah,
The Stranger Things saga with you, where every time you talk about it, you're like, yeah, I just hate this stupid show.
I now hate Pokemon with the burning passion. Yeah.
See how far that takes.
And Legos, hate them.
Yeah.
I hate Legos. Yeah, anytime we talk about Legos, I'm just like, what the frick is that?
The plural for Lego is Lego.
Lego, see? Exactly, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Today, we are joined by a very special guest, at the very least to me. We are joined by Ethan Evans, the fourth down quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, our punter. Thanks for coming on, Ethan. I'm so happy to have you.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me.
You want to say anything? I'm going to start by introducing how we met, but before we start getting into the episode, do you want to say anything? You're a big fan of the nerd stuff, all that?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up watching superhero movies and anime with my dad, so I always grew up a big nerd, and I'm excited to be able to nerd out with y'all for a little bit.
Awesome.
We'll get into all of that, I'm sure. Yes. But yeah, how did this come about, Alex?
Yes. So, in the summer, I attended Rams training camp. The Rams have
because you're a fan.
I'm a fan. Everybody, obviously, our audience certainly knows how much of a diehard fanatic I am. But I was attending Rams training camp, and there's like a little section where the fans and usually young kids, can meet and take pictures with players and get stuff signed by them. And so I'm over there because I'm a fanatic, and here comes Ethan Evans, and best punter in the league, in my opinion. And so I'm like, Ethan, you're the fucking GOAT. He comes right up to me and you just go, hey, man, I loved Fantastic Four.
He should.
And I went, you know me? And I blacked out. I don't remember anything after that. So that was obviously cool. That was, it's funny to say this to you, whether you hear, but that is without question one of the highlights of my year. And we had a great year, but that was so awesome. So we just, telling that story, telling how, then we got connected, we followed each other on Instagram, and we've messaged a couple times since then. And now you're here, obviously very excited to have you, but, we were just talking about Fantastic Four, so let's start about it. You liked Fantastic Four?
I did.
Yeah. So out of 10, could you give it a rating?
I'd probably give it a 7.5, probably. I mean, the final battle with Galactus happened really fast, but like the space scene,
we agree.
Like one of the coolest things Marvel's done in a long time.
Yeah.
Also, it was good just to like see a good movie.
Yes.
Put out for a long time.
Was it the best superhero movie of last year?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
We're gonna disagree with you there.
Yeah.
But,
so that gets it going. Superman. I think we talked about this at training camp. You weren't a huge fan of it.
No. I mean, I loved like how the characters look. Like David Cornsett looks like Superman. It looks like you just took Superman out of the comic and put him on the TV screen. The pacing for me, like the episodic, like going like day by day, like a week in Superman's life, like the pacing, I was just like, what is happening? I'm a big like pace guy in movies. Like if the pacing's off, I'm like, oh, this is really messing with me. Like me and my fiance were watching 28 Years Later the other night, and the cuts that they had in that movie, I was like,
were you watching the first one or the one that's out right now?
The first one. I haven't seen Bone Temple yet. I want to go see it though.
Yeah. The first one was good.
Yeah.
Do you have like an example of a movie that you think is paced really well?
Great question.
Probably Avengers Endgame.
What?
Infinity War, I would give you. We don't like Endgame specifically.
You don't like Endgame?
Well, we like Endgame.
Endgame.
Of course, we love Endgame, but like, I think it's really slow in the middle.
No.
I think it's choppy.
And I think it's slow at the start.
No.
The last 40 minutes are the best thing that's ever happened ever.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but pacing wise, I feel like Infinity War is paced better.
Yeah.
100%. Right. So what can we just do?
Do you have like a favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie.
I want that, and I want a favorite specifically superhero movie.
Yeah. If it's not the same, because his favorite movie of all time is Avengers 1.
Why are you laughing at that? Why is that funny, Rachel?
Because you're a freaking nerd.
Because
That's a tough question because I don't want to say something that gets y'all going.
No. You already got it.
You
Let's go.
already
Did it like Superman.
In-game is paced.
Yeah. Well paced. It's not a good start.
For me personally,
Yep.
just like it holds a special place in my heart.
Okay.
It's probably the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Great.
That's a great answer. That's a good answer.
Great.
That's a
pick.
good
You
answer.
looking at my Toby over there?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, brother.
I was Spider-Man for like 5 years in a row after I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Like I think every.
So is that favorite movie period or just favorite superhero movie?
Favorite superhero movie.
Okay. Do you have a favorite movie that's not superheroes that's above that? Not Bone Temple.
It's not Bone Temple. No. Probably Good Will Hunting.
Oh, great answer. Yeah. That's a great movie.
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
That I mean, Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Matt Damon on there.
Yeah,
man, it's just
you know how easy this is for me. Oh,
yeah, so good. Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah,
so good.
Eric Selvig, dude.
Do you know what Letterboxd is?
No.
Don't worry about it. It's an app, and it's kind of like movie social media. And it's like every time you watch a movie, you can log it and review it. You could log every movie you've ever seen. You can do lists. You can interact with people. People write reviews. You can comment on their reviews. Doesn't really matter. But the thing with Letterboxd is on your profile picture, instead of like a profile picture, you have your 4 favorites. So it's called the Letterboxd Top 4.
Okay.
And so what I want to ask you is, what would be your Letterboxd top 4? Like, what are 4 movies? They don't necessarily have to be your favorite movies of all time, just 4 movies to describe your taste.
So, like, if you're going to a desert island, you can only take 4 movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 2 of them could be Good Will Hunting and Spider-Man. So, you've got, like, a superhero movie. You've got, like, a good drama, whatever. So, what other 2 would fill out the spot?
So, definitely take those 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other 2. So, my dad's a big martial arts guy.
Cool.
He's a 4th degree black belt.
Awesome.
In Okinawan karate. So I grew up watching a lot of like Asian movies with him. Number 3 would probably be the first Ip Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I've seen
Good
that
variety.
movie probably 100 times. Then the 4th one. Y'all are asking some really good questions.
We want to know your opinions.
I like war movies a lot, so I'll probably pick a war movie.
Okay. Saving Private Ryan.
It'd probably be Saving Private Ryan. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it'd probably be Saving
So
Private
good.
Ryan.
We have our roommate Angel just watched Saving Private Ryan for the first time on his flight back to Japan, back from Japan.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
That movie starts fast.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Are we just asking more questions, or we're going?
I really quick. I would be remiss if I did not ask you. I got 2 football questions, and then we'll go back to the nerd stuff.
All good.
I gotta. All right. So literally last night,
Yep.
Chicago.
You were in
tundra.
Antarctica.
They pulled up the stat on TV. It felt like -7 on the field. I can't imagine, but
Goodness.
Harrison Mevis hits the game-winning kick in overtime to send the Rams to the NFC Championship. Most football fans won't think about or notice things like this, but you're the holder. Obviously, everybody's going to talk to Harrison Mevis about the pressure about making the game-winning kick. You're a huge part of that. You got to hold it properly. You got to get the snap, all of that. Like, what's the pressure and like how's the moment for you in that moment? Like, are you freaking the fuck out? Because I would be. And then, like,
Especially
how
when it's
proud
that
of you?
cold.
Yes, and it's cold, and it's the footing, and
It's
this
not.
and
You're
that,
not at home,
and the
like,
wind,
bro.
and the noise.
No thanks. I'll do a
how
podcast.
are you feeling? What's the pressure you're feeling in that moment? And then, how proud of are you of Mevis and of course yourself?
Yeah, I mean, super proud of me. This Jake with his long snapper and, going out there and executing that kick. We've done kicks thousands of times in our careers. So before we went out there, we were like, all right, let's go win this for the boys. And then as soon as you step out on that field, it's kind of like just blackout. Like you just kind of let your muscle memory take over.
Zone in.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really, really cool moment. I'm super, super happy for Mevis that he got to experience that, especially with his journey, getting into the league, going to Missouri, then going to the UFL and all that. Yeah, it was super awesome for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This can kind of be a question for both of y'all, but I was watching it by myself in the dark in the living room. You were at a Rams bar, right?
Yeah.
So what was it like when because And the fourth down, y'all pushed him back like 20, 30 yards, and he just launched it to send it into overtime.
Yeah.
I, by myself, was freaking out.
Yeah.
So, how was it?
That was the craziest shit I've seen. We were like,
I was talking to nobody.
And then he just turned around, huffed it.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's game.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I was by myself. I was just like, what is that? I called Jake out of his room. I was like, Jake, get out of here.
Yeah.
Watch this. I ran it back. I was like, are you seeing this? Stupid.
I literally, Rachel and Dylan were making fun of me. I was like this at the bar. I looked like those like screen grabs you get when like teams lose in college football. Like Auburn against Alabama with the kick six. Like I was like, I didn't know how to feel, but that's football, man. And Caleb Williams is a hell of a fucking player.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah. And then final football question, and then back to nerd stuff. You're going back to Seattle for the NFC Championship. That game will have already been played by the time this comes out, which is crazy to think about. It is the third matchup between the Rams and Seahawks this season. I was at the first game here at SoFi Stadium, and you punted the greatest punt I've ever seen in my life to literally win the Rams the game. There's no question that you won the game, and that is one of the greatest punts in NFL history. Anybody that knows anything about football knows that. So, tell me what's going on through your head when you're hitting that, and were you properly congratulated by fans or coaches or teammates? I want to know everything you have to say about that punt, because that was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, going into that situation, I was like, all right, I got to try to put this ball inside the 10. I can't hit a touchback here because they get the ball at the 20. I mean, Jason Myers, Seattle kicker, is a great kicker. He's been in the league a long time. He's got great range. So I was like, oh, shit, I got to put this as deep as I can. As soon as it came off my foot, I was like, oh, it's got a chance. And then I saw it bounce straight up in the air. And I was just sitting there. I had my hands on my knees. It was just like, oh, we get out of bounds. And then the ref singled it out of bounds at the 1. I blacked out. And
it went out of bounds at the 1?
It's the greatest.
That's insane.
The commentator, I don't know if you watched the highlight. I've watched it a million times. The commentator says, and it's 100% correct, you could not have placed the ball better. If you went down and just dropped it, that's how good you punt. It was unfucking believable.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, teammates. I mean, I probably got concussion after that point. I was just headbutting everybody. And,
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Back to nerd stuff.
I love it.
Thank you so much for
Absolutely,
indulging.
yeah.
I needed that personally. So you and I were just messaging before you got here about Absolute Batman.
Yep.
You're a big fan. Are you reading? Are you up to date?
Yep.
Okay, sick. Yep. So, something, neither of us have read Absolute Batman yet, unfortunately. It's just not something we've gotten around to, but something that we've talked about on this podcast multiple times is the designs and how awesome it is with, the fact that it's this alternate universe with Darkseid and all that they can really push the envelope and do crazy out of the box things without getting in trouble with the diehards because it's a different thing.
Yep.
So we've talked about the designs a lot and how great that is and how it's essentially clickbait to help sell the comics. So right now, with you, I wanted to rank the Absolute Batman designs. We could talk about the villains, and then we can actually bring in the Super Batman, essentially, which is 6'9" with that battle axe and the ears that are 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
So between the designs of the most popular villains, Mr. Freeze, who's essentially Slender Man, Bane, as we were talking about, is a mountain of a fucking man. You've got Killer Croc, who's essentially Godzilla, the Joker, who's literally the devil with the tail and everything, and he's huge, and Absolute Catwoman, who Andrew happens to be a huge fan of.
Imagine that.
Which ones are your favorites? Is there one that bothers you or you dislike, or how do you feel about those designs? If you could rank them with us, all that.
Number one would probably be the Joker.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, what the?
When they previewed it with the card, which was the homage to the Dark Knight.
I was like, what? I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It was good to the classic Joker, the big grin and all that. I mean, it's classic. I mean, everybody knows that's the Joker.
That's Slender Man, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's really cool and really different. So I'd put him at number 1. I would probably put Slender Man, Mr. Freeze at number 2.
Yeah.
Because, you haven't read the comic, have you?
No.
So when you're reading it, he just comes out of, nowhere.
Yeah.
And you're like,
What the fuck?
So cool.
Yeah. And then I would probably put at number 3. I'd probably put the Riddler. I don't know if you've seen him yet.
I just saw him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a cool looking mask thing on.
No, they took his brain out.
Oh, what the?
And they replaced it with a computer.
Yeah.
He's freaking brainiac.
Yeah. That so.
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild, dude. And then
that's so cool.
They're just doing such great
and then
stuff.
that's the Penguin.
Ew.
Yeah.
Dude's just like a glob of flesh, dude.
Yeah, I would probably put Penguin at the last.
Yeah, sure.
Because like he's
Get out of
like,
here.
all we've seen him is just laying in the hospital bed. Just I want to talk about Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bane is ridiculous in this. Like,
Bro, like,
dude,
imagine drawing that.
And Batman is 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like
that's how, Batman in this universe is 6'9".
yeah.
It's not, and that's not even the biggest.
How many issues are there? Like, I want to read it so bad.
Yeah.
Do you know how many issues there are?
No.
I don't. I don't remember either.
I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna commit. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna get a bull flex.
It's really cool.
At
dude.
what point in the series does absolute Catwoman show up?
I mean, she's there from like Selena Kyle's there from like the first issue. So
Sold.
But she doesn't show up as Catwoman till I think it was like 4 or 5 issues ago. Yeah.
She's my number one.
There are 40 issues planned for these initial plans.
Great.
But they say it's gonna. I mean, with the sales, it's gonna go beyond 100 easily.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, Skyscraper Bane was.
Skyscraper Bane, dude.
He was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Does he fit in anywhere? Is he normal size before he puts in the?
Before he juices.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's still like 7'2".
Yeah.
And then when he juices, I mean, once you read it, you'll understand. But I mean, when he gets his biggest, you're like,
He can't fit through the door.
What
bro.
do you do? What do you do?
I'll just say this: the final battle with Bane, they fight him at a football stadium.
Oh, was it the Ram Stadium? Okay.
That's great.
yeah.
That is great. What do you think of the Batmobile? The fucking bulldozer.
The giant bulldozer one. I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if Batman's 7 foot in this universe, why can't his Batmobile be a bulldozer?
Yeah.
So I liked it.
I don't know how to feel about this thing. It's a building on wheels.
Yeah.
That's a warehouse that's moving. That's crazy.
So, obviously, we just talked about the pacing for Superman. We're talking about DC and Absolute Batman right now. Do you trust James Gunn with the future of the DCU?
That was one of my agree or disagrees, bro.
Shit. All right. Do you want to save it for then, or do we want to get
I
into it
do,
now?
actually.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
Disregard. Yeah.
Yeah, we asked
No,
that.
I'm just kidding. We can do whatever you want.
No, dude, let's just...
Okay, all right.
All right, so would you have any agree or disagrees about 2026, or can we go into that?
I don't think so.
Okay. 2026, it ought to be a great fucking year for nerds, right? We've got Supergirl. Obviously, we got Spider-Man. The follow-up to Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
That'll be huge. And then obviously we have Avengers Doomsday, which for us, that's our Super Bowl. Like there's nothing that's going to be bigger for this podcast than an Avengers movie, let alone Doomsday.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we've got great stuff coming. Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. Don't know if you know anything about that. That should be good. And then The Odyssey with
I'm so excited for
Nolan.
that, dude.
Yeah, so excited. So in terms of 2026, what's something you're really excited for? What's something you're less excited for that other people are excited for? How are you feeling about it overall?
Number one's Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
I'm super, super interested to see what they're going to do with Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be really cool. And then, I mean, the trailer with Cyclops coming back and him being in the original X-Men suit, I was like, dude, that's all I want. Especially like after watching X-Men 97 last year.
Yes.
Yeah. Great
show. Fantastic.
Did you watch Daredevil Born Again?
I did.
What'd you think? Yeah, give it to me. Come on. Lock in here.
There's no way you can't piss one of us off.
Come on.
It's going to be one or the
But
other.
we have harsh opposites. So depending on your opinion, you're really going to make somebody happy.
Okay, so the original Daredevil
Yep,
and
Netflix.
Netflix,
Yep.
Season 1 of that show
Yeah.
is like perfect.
Completely agree.
Amazing.
Like perfect.
Yeah.
Going to Daredevil Born Again, I was like, I really hope they just keep the same mentality they had with the Netflix show.
Yeah.
And I thought they fell short of
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Like it wasn't as like dark and as gloomy as the Netflix series. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like, oh, this is just like, you know, the Netflix series. So I mean, I thought it was okay.
Do you like seasons 2 and 3?
Of the Netflix show.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, it's not as good as season 1. Season 1 is just like
season 1 you think is just the best?
yeah.
I think season 3 is better than 1.
You do.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I think it's slow at the very start,
Yeah.
but then once it ramps up, it's like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand you're a pacing guy. And the pacing's a little bit off.
Yeah.
All right,
First
we're
5 or
good.
6 episodes are
It's like,
nothing.
can somebody
yeah,
just
but the
happen?
second half is really good.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting. So we're talking about the shows, especially Marvel shows. Gotta ask you, like, so many people on the internet, MCU fans, whatever, have checked out of the MCU, especially since Avengers Endgame. Maybe they tuned in for Guardians 3. They probably tuned in for Spider-Man No Way Home, but overall they're checked out. Are you checked out of the MCU? Obviously you watched Fantastic Four, but like, are you going to the theaters to see these movies? Are you waiting until they're on Disney Plus? Are you seeing everything at all? Are you seeing the shows? What gauge for me, like, are you still a Marvel fan like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like if a Marvel movie's coming out in theaters, I'm going to watch it.
Okay, all right, great.
As soon as I can, especially with like my schedule right now.
Yeah.
As soon as I can go watch it, I'm going to watch it. Show wise, I haven't kept up with the shows as much. I've watched all of Loki. I mean, Loki's great.
Yep.
But like Miss Marvel, Ironheart, haven't watched those.
Gotcha.
Daredevil, watched that.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, I watched a couple episodes of it. Just couldn't get into it as much as I thought I would. But no, like if a Marvel movie's coming out in theaters, I'm going to watch it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you watch all the early Marvel shows like Falcon, Winter Soldier, Hawkeye? Did you watch all those or no?
Watched Hawkeye, watched Falcon, Winter Soldier. I think it's the only 2 I watched.
You didn't watch Moon Knight?
I've watched like 2 or 3 episodes.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I heard my dad. So my dad's watched all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll always text me because like I mean with our schedule right now, like I don't have time to like binge watch shows like I usually do. So he'll text me and be like, "Don't watch it." He's like, "Kinda ass, don't watch." So he keeps me up to date with it. But if my dad texts me like, "Hey, you should watch this," like I'm gonna watch it because my dad's super picky.
Did your dad text you about X-Men 97?
No, I watched X-Men 97 because I grew up watching the original X-Men cartoon with him. Like my dad loves that show. So I grew up watching the original X-Men cartoon, and then when I saw that was coming out, I was like, "Oh, I'm watching that." Yeah.
And how good is that?
It's fantastic.
Episode 5. I think it's the best thing the MCU's ever done. I know that's a hot take, whatever, but like that episode.
That episode is really good.
Yeah, I
blew
mean,
me away.
I think it's the best show.
Sure.
That they did, like best episodic that they did. Best thing they've ever done. I don't think so.
Sure.
I mean, I think it's either Infinity War or Endgame. Like that's the best thing they've ever done.
What do you think of Winter Soldier?
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
What's pretty good? Like, what do you have ahead of Winter Soldier? Infinity War, Endgame. What else?
Civil War.
No, I don't have Civil War about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Low on Civil War.
Yeah, kind of.
Why?
Because I read the original Civil War comic,
Yeah, it's
and like,
different.
and then like Spider-Man dying, getting shot, and saving Cap. Like, I mean, that's one of the most iconic moments in comics, in my opinion. I don't know. I think I understand like why they had to do what they did, just to like keep everything in line for eventually Infinity War and Endgame. But no, I just like. I mean, I like superhero movies, like when they go like big crazy shit, like Thanos snapping his finger and killing half the galaxy, and then Endgame portaling everybody in and having a big like just fucking Lord of the Rings type battle. But I also like when superhero movies are like super like down to earth, like it's just Cap fighting Winter Soldier. Like there's no like just out of this world type shit, you know. That's why I like Daredevil so much. Daredevil's my favorite superhero.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, he's blind, but he has like radar sense. He has super senses. Like, cool. I like super down to earth stuff. Yeah.
Have you read a lot of Daredevil?
I used to. I haven't read a lot recently. No.
Have you read the Frank Miller Man Without Fear run? That's
I haven't. No, I need to read it. Yeah,
it's really phenomenal.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Charlie Cox's portrayal of Matt
it's
Murdock?
great. Yeah, it's great. I mean, if anybody says that he's not good as Daredevil, I'm like, okay, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's not a redhead. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. His hair's not red.
Yeah.
Do you play Marvel Rivals?
No.
I've played like once or twice, and I've watched it.
You need to look up the trailer for Marvel Rivals for season. I think it's season 5. Mm-hmm. They got the guy that did Solo Leveling, Alex Lee, to voice Daredevil. Mm-hmm. Dude, if they made an
Jinwoo's voice,
yeah. If they made an animated cartoon with him doing the voice of Daredevil, oh my god, that would be.
This has sparked a couple of questions for me.
That would be awesome.
So, do you play Marvel Rivals?
I do.
Who do you main?
Cap.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you like the character designs in that game?
I think I know where you're going with
this. He's on to me.
I mean, yeah.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah,
we'll leave it there. Okay, so you mentioned Solo Leveling. Mm-hmm. You've watched Solo Leveling?
Correct. And I've read it all as well.
This guy is freaking awesome. Okay, what other... I haven't agree or disagree about anime, but because he mentioned that you had watched it.
Yeah.
Just give me a list of ones you've watched or read.
Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
All of Bleach.
I need to do Bleach.
Oh, Bleach, dude. That's one
of the big threes. I know.
That's Naruto, obviously.
Okay.
Dragon Ball.
Okay.
That's my dad's all-time favorite one.
Nice.
What else have I watched? The new one that just came out, Sentenced to be a Hero.
Haven't heard about
that one's pretty good.
Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan, yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay. Have you kept up with JJK?
I have not seen... I didn't see the movie.
You didn't see the movie?
I did not see the movie from last year because I know it's half old stuff, half new stuff, and it's just going to be the episodes. It's one of those. Yeah. So I'm just going to wait till it started to come out?
Yep.
Okay. I have not watched whatever's out yet.
Okay. It's good.
I know.
Yeah, it's good.
Because what? They're still in Shibuya, right? Or they just ended?
No, so they just finished Shibuya. They're in the Culling Games now.
Okay. Yeah. So I've seen most of the ones you said. I haven't seen the big three, like the old ones, like Naruto, Dragon Ball, Bleach. I haven't seen any of those. But everything else.
Have you seen Chainsaw Man?
Yes.
Did you go watch the movie last year?
Yes.
What'd you think?
That is one of my agree or disagrees. So we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
If you say that movie is ass.
We will talk about it and agree or disagree.
You One Piece guy at all? It's too much.
It's too much.
Oh man. I mean, I've read most of it, which is crazy to say.
That's crazy, yeah.
Watching it, dude, I cannot watch 1,200 episodes of an anime. Especially like the earlier seasons, dude, like before the really crazy shit happens, like Gear 5 Luffy and all that. It's just so boring. Like, dude, I think there's one season where it's 5 episodes of them just walking and talking. And it's like...
Yeah. For the pacing guy over here, he's out.
Yeah. Do you know what One Pace is?
Mm-mm. One Pace, so a website.
It's a website, and they've cultivated all the episodes of One Piece, and they've cut all of the filler. And so it's like all the stuff you need to watch.
Okay.
And it cuts out a shit ton.
Yeah, if I was ever to watch it, I would just do that.
Yeah. But it's still so long.
Yeah.
Like, even with One Pace. How do you feel about live action remakes of animes? You're not a fan?
No.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, when they announced they were doing the Bleach live action on Netflix, I was like, okay. I was like, this is either going to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen, or it's going to be just mid as shit. Mm-hmm. And it was mid as shit. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what you have to expect. At this point.
I mean, there's some like animation, like anime and all that. Like, you can do so much crazy shit with it, but like with CGI and all that stuff, like you can't make it like as big, grand, and as beautiful as animation.
Like they don't ever try to live action Demon Slayer fights, please.
No,
just don't. Don't do that.
Did you go see Infinity Castle?
I did. Again, I'm sure we'll talk about those. Have you watched Dawn to Dawn?
I have watched Dawn to Dawn.
What are your thoughts on Dawn to Dawn?
I love it.
I love Dawn to Dawn.
It's so weird.
It's like the perfect blend of anime, like shonen action fights, whatever, and like weird anime comedy. But then they'll also have like some super deep storytelling that anime. I think it has all three of those mixed in perfectly. Yeah, it's so weird.
One of my teammates told me about it. He was like, "Dude, like this anime, like the animation is beautiful, but it is weird." And I was like, "That's right up my alley." Yeah. So I
first episode.
I watched it when Turbo Granny popped out. It was like, "Let me goggle your dong." Yeah. I was like,
there is a character that is trying that steals one of the main character's genitals, and he just doesn't have his full genitals for like most of the show.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Same episode. The other main character gets abducted by aliens that are trying to like do stuff to her.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's weird. Yeah,
it's a good show though.
It is really good.
I watched it just because like it was on Netflix and some people it was like the new popular anime. I was trying to get into anime and then I watched it. It's one of my favorite animes.
Yeah. Have you caught up with Don and Don?
I am because they had a movie of that last year too.
Did they?
Yeah,
they did.
Yes, it was just the first 4 episodes, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm caught up because they've done 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Was it last year? I'm pretty sure it was last year. But yeah, I'm caught up on that.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
You said a teammate recommended Don to Don? Who were teammates that like, or do you have people from work where you really nerd out with or not really?
Anime was, yeah.
Yeah.
Superhero-wise guys were just like, oh yeah, it was cool. They're not like super into it like superhero-wise, but anime-wise, yeah. Jared Verse, big anime guy. I don't know if you've seen his tattoos, but he's got like My Hero Academia tattoos all over him. Kevin Dotson, super big anime guy. I nerd out with him a lot too. Kobe Turner, he likes it as well. Yeah, I mean it's cool to talk about anime with those guys and be like, dude, did you see that new episode? Like the animation was crazy.
That's sick.
Yeah,
I got to keep up with JJK. I know that one's coming out right now.
Yeah, it's good.
I've heard. Okay. No spoilers. I think I know what happens just because people have been talking about it and the way they've talked about it. I have heard. Since I am watching the anime of Jujutsu Kaisen, I have heard from manga readers that the ending sucks.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Do you think the anime will change anything, or do you think they're going to stay true to it and keep the ending that sucks? Because I hate when things end badly.
I think they're going to do the same thing, but I think they're going to add a little bit more context to it.
Okay, so maybe that
because I mean, in the manga, like this happens, and all of a sudden this happens, and you're just like.
Yeah,
like
that's what I've heard.
And it's like, well, I don't know, it just happened.
How many more seasons of JJK do they have? Do you know? If you
probably 2 more, if I had to guess, 2 or 3 more. Right. Yeah.
Speaking of shitty endings, are you a Stranger Things fan at all?
Of course, he points at me.
I've seen it. I'm gonna agree with you. It was finale. I was just like.
He gave the finale a 9 out of 10.
I liked the finale.
You like the finale?
I think it's very crowd pleasing. Like it's endgame. Like it's trying to be endgame. Like that's what they're doing.
Dude.
Okay, this is the first time we've had someone on that hasn't liked the finale. I would love the reasons.
Yes.
Because I have talked to people and I've never heard. Never mind. I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
So
you didn't love it
when the brothers were saying like, oh, it's gonna be a dark Christmas. Da 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 da. You're like, oh shit.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be like the finale. I mean, it was just so like there was so many things in there that I just was like, what? Like when they go to Dimension X.
Yeah.
Where's the Demogorgons? Where's the Demodogs?
I'll give you that.
Like this is the big bad mind flayer final boss, and they beat him in 5 minutes. So I'm like what? Like I just. Like the final battle is what did it for me. Everything else in the finale, I was like, cool. Like I like that. But the final battle, I was like, I've been watching this show since I was like a freshman in high school. Like I want it to be like just this big bad, just spectacular final battle, and it's done in like 6 minutes. I think. I'm like, it's just underwhelming. It was just underwhelming. And then everybody getting the happy ending, I was like, cool. Like everybody's happy and all that, but. I do feel like somebody should have died. Just to be like...
Who would you have killed?
I think this would have gotten the most like reactions. I think if Steve would have died, that would have like... Dude, I would have paused it and got up and just walked around. Like I would have been like, oh my God. Like this is great.
When they faked the death, a lot of people did that anyways. When the screen turned black, they turned it off.
And then 11 like leaving it up to fans like, oh, is she alive? Is she dead? Da, da, da. I kind of like that, but I mean, like I said, I think somebody should have died.
Yeah.
If Steve would have died, I probably would have cried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best, dude. He's
yeah.
the best.
I do understand. I have been saying that to him a couple times. Like, obviously, he spent 10 years of his life watching this show, but he loved the ending. But I totally understand that adding to everybody's disappointment. I watched Stranger Things for the first time like 2 months ago. I watched all this very recently. So I didn't devote. I wasn't watching this when I was a freshman in high school. So when people tell me that, I understand, yeah, if you don't like the ending, that it really puts a sour taste in your mouth for the entire show.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like the ending, it's the Game of Thrones thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you spend 10 years of your life...
It was not as bad as Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Like, what?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to put that out there. Like, I do not think they fumbled as bad as Game of Thrones. Nowhere close.
If JJK, if the anime ending is the same quality as the manga ending, rank it. Is it better or worse than Stranger Things? Is it better or worse than Game of Thrones? Will it be the best of those three? Will it be worse than Stranger Things but better than Game of Thrones? Is it going to be the worst of those three?
I think it will be the best because, like, it's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The problem is how it happens.
Okay.
Like, how they get to that point. Like, I wish I could say more, but I don't want to spoil it for you.
No.
I think I know, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone else.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I
it's
don't know the
just
specifics of it.
it's just how it happens. Like, like how it's going to end. It's just how the author wrote it, and it just happens like so quick and like I can't say anything more. I'll spoil it.
Yep, sure. Last night we attended the Wonder Man premiere. You want to talk some Wonder Man?
World premiere of Wonder Man. It was
Yes.
very nice.
Yes.
It was at the Chinese.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
oh.
You want to talk some Wonder Man with us?
Yeah.
We've got a guest apparently who also attended his first premiere. Wonder Man, Doomblazer is here.
Doomblazer, finally, one of
man,
our most
yes.
requested guests of all time. We are so grateful you have joined us today to talk some Wonder Man.
Yeah.
I'm
definitely.
quite honored to be such a part of his first premiere journey.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed,
You know what I mean?
agreed.
Yes.
Very deserving.
Yeah, but before we get into Wonder Man, how was your first premiere? Talk about it.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was amazing, man. Actually, no, ironically, it was a wonderful time. and I honestly think for my first time in LA, I don't think it wouldn't have been as fun without you guys.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Again, we're honored that you're hanging out with us and that we were able to go with you. So we're gonna talk about Wonder Man real quick. Not just our reactions, not a full review. We only saw 3 episodes, but he will be on Friday's episode of the Patreon.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of Wonder Man?
I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
I think it's a breath of fresh air, and it's the kind of thing the MCU needed for quite some time now. And because like Marvel right now is like banking on nostalgia, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It really depends on the scenario.
Sure.
But like they do now and then need to make something new and unique for the franchise to stay relevant. And that's the kind of thing Wonder Man is. It's new, it's bold, it does a lot of creative risks. And I think you talked about this earlier after we saw the premiere. You can definitely mention it later. But honestly, the only thing I'm worried about is who's the audience, like you said, because like this is not your average Marvel show, is not your average superhero show. There's barely any action. There was like no action in the episodes we saw, and it was mostly just about an actor in Hollywood trying to land a job, and he just happens to have superpowers.
The superpowers were a secondary character.
Yeah.
This is a story about a guy who wants to be an actor who just happens to have superpowers. And that's not the main focus, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think most people we talked to after the premiere were like, this is I do agree. Like, I don't think this show will be received poorly, but I don't know if it will be received popularly. Like I don't think it's going to be an Echo where everyone just watches it and hates it, but it's not going to be an Infinity War where people are all obsessed with it.
I think realistically, people will like it, but I don't think that many people will watch it.
Correct.
Because like on Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is at like in the 90s right now. That's really good. It's like one of the highest rated Marvel projects in years. And I think it really depends on the audience, because like I doubt a bunch of kids are going to watch Wonder Man, to be honest, because like there's not going to be much action. I think it'll be really good overall. At least that's what I'm hearing with the remaining episodes. But like I said, it has like a specific audience. I doubt everyone's going to watch it. It really depends on your taste.
Yeah, the question is, will it be good enough to make people watch it? Because like Into
That's
the
also
Spider-Verse, no one really went to see, but then Across the Spider-Verse, Into was
Yes,
so good, word of
exactly.
mouth kind of carried it. Will Wonder Man be that good? I don't know, but
that's you alluded to my opinion
Yes.
earlier, and just to give a full-fledged version of it and build off of what you two are saying is just this is an objectively good show.
Yes,
Wonder
exactly.
Man is, I felt objectively good.
Yes.
Like I was watching it, it's well acted, it's well written, it's entertaining, it's funny.
The acting's
there's
amazing.
there's good drama. Like it is, I think it's an objectively good show. Like you said, 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. But I don't know who the audience is for this at all. And it's like, it's got me thinking like it's a Marvel show. So the audience is automatically 12 to 16-year-olds. 12 to 16-year-olds are not going to enjoy this. Just no, like I can guarantee that. And so it's like, is this marketing to adults? But I don't even think adult Marvel fans will like this. This is like a show. It's getting a lot of comparisons to the studio.
Yeah.
But it's like the audience for the studio is not the audience for Marvel.
Exactly.
And that audience, even if they hear how great Wonder Man is, how many of them are actually going to give Wonder Man a chance?
Yeah.
How many of them even have a Disney Plus subscription? You know, and I don't think Wonder Man is going to make somebody buy a Disney Plus subscription, you know? So it's just in this weird gray area where I'm excited that I am enjoying a Marvel show 3 episodes in, but I'm also, in the back of my mind, I can't stop thinking, who is this for? Who is going to watch this?
Yeah.
And then, on top of that, it does scare me because does Marvel learn the wrong lessons from this? I think that a lot of the times Marvel, you know, when something is successful, they have a takeaway, and when something is not successful, they have a takeaway.
That is true, yeah.
They always pivot according to what's successful and what's not. Deadpool Wolverine is their biggest movie they've had in years, and so Doomsday, they are shoving in as many nostalgia bait characters as they can, because that's the lesson they learned from Deadpool Wolverine. It's just my issue is that do they learn? They're like, oh, it doesn't matter if we make a critically acclaimed show. It's not good, so we're going to stop giving a fuck about good writing, good acting, good cinematography, good directing.
I think it really depends on the scenario, because like look at Thunderbolts. That movie was one of the best MCU movies in years, and it flopped in the box office. However, Marvel did kind of learn the right lessons there. They brought back Jake Schreier. He's now doing the X-Men movie. I'm very excited to see what he does with that. And with Wonder Man, Destin Daniel Cretton worked on that, and he's now working on the new Spider-Man movie. And Wonder Man was filmed like a few years ago, I think back in like 2023 or 2022 or something like that. And it was just collecting dust for years. I think Marvel and Sony just looked at Destin's track record, because before Wonder Man, all Destin did in the MCU was Shang-Chi, and now he's doing Spider-Man. I feel like Marvel also looked at what he did with Wonder Man and decided he's the man for the job for the upcoming Spider-Man movie. So I think it really depends on the scenario we're in.
Sure.
yeah, I think the acting was amazing. You
Yes.
you mentioned that
Yeah.
Yaya and Ben Kingsley just
Unbelievable.
knock it out of the park, and they kind of know because the show is about acting, so they can literally just give them scenes where they're like, "Here, you act," you know, like he's literally doing self tape, so he's like acting for the self tape as his character, but also just acting for us straight to
Yes.
camera, and it's just really entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the episodes were pretty. I think the first episode was probably the best of the 3.
Yeah.
2 dipped a little bit for me.
Yeah.
But I loved 3.
3 is
But
also
3 is
pretty
good.
Yeah.
3 is really
Yeah,
good.
so it was 1, 2, 3, and I'm interested to see where they go with the rest of it.
Yeah, like you said, to add on to that, Wonder Man is going to have like a specific audience, kind of like Agatha, where there's like a specific group of people that are going to watch this. Like the guy, our boy Coy, he's an actor, right?
Yeah, he used to be
Yeah.
stuntman and everything.
I think Wonder Man will probably be similar to the first Iron Man movie, where it's made for a specific audience. Because like Iron Man 1, it inspired a lot of people to become engineers. And Wonder Man, I feel like will speak to a lot of people who are trying to be actors or people who are already in the industry.
I haven't done acting in years, and like I even related to some of the stuff they were talking about, and I know other people who do. We've helped our friends do things that
Self-tapes, absolutely.
self-tapes,
Yes.
and them trying. That's the whole episode too, is them trying to do a self-tape, and it was really interesting because like it's also very relatable because like he's in LA. Like there's a shot of him walking outside of the Chinese theater while we were in the Chinese theater, just, like, watching the show. It was really
and there's
cool.
constantly shots of traffic and
Oh,
areas.
dude.
I'm like, I know this.
Yeah.
I was there last week.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And for your first LA experience, it must have been a little bit meta.
Yeah, the fact that I think they also filmed in LA too, right?
Yeah.
And just like all the one-shot sequences, like with Simon Williams driving, pretending to be a talent agency manager.
The cinematography and some of the way they shot some of it is really interesting too. But
it really helps. Like, it makes the world feel more lived in.
Yeah.
It feels more real.
Yeah.
So it is a superhero show.
Yes.
And the number one thing we got to talk about is Simon Williams, this Wonder Man.
What about him?
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this.
I was about to say.
Holy shit. I can't say what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm interested to see where it goes the rest of the show, is what I'll say.
They take a stand on something about his character, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a great decision. I'm happy that that's what we did with it.
Some of the things that they're setting up for the universe and the government and things
Yes.
like that
Yes, we talked about
could
this.
lead to a lot of interesting things.
Yes. No, very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Anything else?
You can go first.
No, go.
Okay. Oh crap! I forgot what I was going to say.
All right, well, I remember.
Yeah.
Another positive, though, because I did mention that Marvel takes away lessons from every single one of their projects. This show, all 8 episodes come out on a week from yesterday, on Thursday. That is a good decision, in my
agree.
opinion.
Yes.
Because we watched 3 episodes last night, and I'm thinking about it. If those episodes came out week to week, you would have lost 90% of the audience by episode 4, but because every single episode is going to come out and the show is getting all the good reviews, it's going to be enough where people just sit there and watch for 8 hours or however long. And it was the biggest mistake by far with the release of She-Hulk is that it came out week to week because people had a certain expectation for it, and it's just not a normal Marvel project. Neither is Wonder Man. Wonder Man is the studio. It's not a normal Marvel project. Those projects are going to be best served for Marvel in the long term if they can be digested all at once rather than week to week theories and this and that, because then you make all the theories and then none of them come true because it's not that kind of show. She-Hulk is a lawyer comedy and Wonder Man is a studio style acting show.
Even with WandaVision.
Yeah, or even
that was fun.
WandaVision was better, though,
100%,
because
the first
it was
half.
week to week.
The first half.
Yes.
But then the second, because all the different like sitcoms and stuff they were doing and the mystery and everything.
Yes.
But then the mystery got so large by the end that Mephisto was going to be there.
Yes.
And it was just Agatha.
Yes.
You know, so.
Yeah.
I think a lot of shows need to figure it out release-wise because it bothers a lot of people. Invincible, I think it hurt Stranger Things a little bit. I think it could have hurt this show. It hurt She-Hulk. There's a lot of shows where like maybe you should just drop it at once.
Yeah.
But there are some shows,
maybe
in my opinion, WandaVision, Loki, those shows were better because of the release schedule.
Yeah.
Like you can't. If you dropped WandaVision all at once, it was a cultural phenomenon. It's one of the most successful things for the MCU ever.
You're right.
If that was dropped all at once, it's comes and goes like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. It just happens to be that Wonder Man would have come and gone like this no matter what, so it's better that you're dropping it all at once so that you don't piss off so much of your fans. That's kind of what they did with Echo.
Yeah.
They knew Echo was dog shit, and so they were like, let's just get this out as soon as physically possible.
That was week to week, no?
No, they dropped all of them at once.
Really?
Yeah.
You watched it all at once on this couch.
It was just 5 episodes.
Echo?
It was just 5 episodes, dude.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, because I remember watching it on the Discord with people.
Yeah, and you
Not
watched
on the couch.
on the couch on the Discord. You had your computer open and you were watching it, and I walked by you like 3 times because I was still living out here, and I walked by to get water or to get food or something like that, and you were
I distinctly remember me at my desk. Okay, maybe I'm an idiot.
maybe I'm tripping, misremembering it, but I distinctly remember turning to you and I go, and you were like,
no.
and I was like,
save yourself
every time. And then at one point I walk in and you're watching some kind of like game being played, some kind of like Aztec sporting event, and I looked at you and you were like, I've been sitting here for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, but
that was rough.
Yeah. Like you guys said, it really depends on the show, because I notice online people are starting to get mad that Marvel is just dropping all of their show episodes at once. But it really depends on the show itself, because there are stuff like She-Hulk and now Wonder Man, which I feel work better if you just release all the episodes at once, because it's not the kind of show that can work with a weekly schedule. There's not enough stuff to theorize about.
Yep.
But stuff like X-Men 97 or Daredevil,
yes,
they work better with a weekly release because there's just so much going on and you want to talk about each thing.
Yeah.
And
that's a great example of a show that was better served week to week. Daredevil.
Yeah.
If Daredevil would have come out all at once, I mean, nobody would have given a fuck.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Didn't Netflix do that with the original show, though?
Yeah, but Netflix made a hell of a show.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So there's
Wonder Man.
Our thoughts on Wonder Man overall. We're going to talk to you about a lot of current events on the Patreon. We did just get our first look at Lobo in Supergirl.
Yes.
Among other things, some Batman news, Batman the Brave and the Bold, other things. So we'll talk all of that on the Patreon with Doomblazer. Thank you so much for coming on.
Do a little clink.
We really appreciate it. And let's move on to that.
Yeah.